Shah Rukh turns 50 in style. Happy birthday, SRK. Farah wants Alia and Parineeti for her next film. Hrithik and Kangana give each other the royal ignore. Shah Rukh's fans give him a big birthday shout-out, a 9XC exclusive.
डॉन को पकड़ना मुश्किल नहीं, नामुमकिन है.
Hey guys, I'm Caitlin and we've got a very special episode of 9XC.com the show for you.
I'm hot, you're not, I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. 9XC, 9XC, 9XC.
It's November 2nd. Now, if you're a Bollywood fan, or just like a living thing, you'll know that today is Shah Rukh Khan's birthday. The king of romance turns the big 5-0. On this day, 50 years ago, a star was born. Star nahi, superstar. So, to the man who taught us कि बड़े-बड़े देशों में ऐसी छोटी-छोटी बातें होती रहती हैं, happy birthday. To the guy who many ape but there can only ever be one like him, to the man who once spoke this true statement, I am the last of the stars. 9XC.com the show wishes Shah Rukh Khan a very happy birthday. And every time he makes us feel something. You always leave a Shah Rukh film feeling something. Even if you don't like the film, it does affect you. A Shah Rukh film is always something to look forward to. जैसे Shah Rukh की फिल्मों में होता है, यहाँ भी एक विलन है. इस विलन का नाम है बाजीराव मस्तानी, जो दिसंबर 18 को भी रिलीज हो रही है. 9XC.com has exclusively learned that there have been attempts to get Shah Rukh to change the date of Dilwale's release. Now, who could have asked this leading distributor to get SRK to change his mind? Could the guys behind Bajirao Mastani have anything to do with it? I mean, fingers are clearly pointing towards them. पर डेट बदलने का सवाल उठा ही नहीं क्योंकि दिलवाले के टिकट्स ऑलरेडी बुक होने शुरू हो गई है. Dilwale's tickets are available online a month and a half in advance. Now, before you all go looking for them, if you are watching this in India, then you are out of luck. It's the guys in the UAE who are the lucky ones. The distributors of the film in the Gulf are so confident about the movie that their talks with the exhibitors have resulted in theatres taking online bookings. And how has the response been? Absolutely terrific. Wonder what the mood is like in the Bajirao camp now. Clearly, this is a counter-attack from Team Dilwale, but it's purely organic. 9XC.com had told you that the producers of Bajirao Mastani, Eros International, have booked single screens from December 18th in the Bombay circuit, Delhi, Rajasthan, and many other places in India, imposing a condition that they'll not screen any other film except Bajirao Mastani for at least a week. All said and done, the December 18th big clash when the two films hit theatres simultaneously is really going to be something. And while Shah Rukh is having the last laugh, what is his good friend, director and choreographer Farah Khan doing? Farah is in Goa, and no, she's not chilling. She's actually working. Farah and her team of writers are in Goa polishing the script of her next film. 9XC.com has exclusively learned that this movie is going to be a crime comedy with a dark twist. Concept ही इतना interesting है, तो सोचो film कैसी होगी. A source close to Farah told us she's already cracked the structure. Now we are working on the dialogues and other sequences which will form part of the screenplay. Farah ma'am is very clear that unless the script works on paper, it won't create the same magic on celluloid. So, like most of her films, will we see her buddy and birthday boy Shah Rukh as the leading man? Apparently not. Don't worry, दोनों के बीच फिर से झगड़ा नहीं हुआ है. It's just that the script requires two leading ladies. तो कौन है वो दो heroines जो फारा की wish list पे है? They are apparently Alia Bhatt and Parineeti Chopra. The film is high on action and comedy, and Alia and Parineeti are perfect for the part. Plus, the two are great friends, with Parineeti even seeking career advice from Alia. However, when 9XC.com got in touch with Farah, she told us, I haven't finished my script and I'm not in talks with anybody right now. But our sources insist that Alia and Parineeti know of the project and are considering it. Well, भले ही फिल्म में दो लीड heroines हो, लेकिन फारा की पिक्चर है तो शाहरुख कहीं ना कहीं होंगे. And on the occasion of Shah Rukh's 50th birthday, 9XC.com the show decided to see what it's like living with a legend. Well, maybe not living with, but next to one. When Shah Rukh was first building a name for himself, he and wife Gauri lived in Shri Amrit Apartments on Carter Road in Bandra, Mumbai. It's a 3-bedroom sea-facing house. In fact, Shah Rukh still owns this house. We spoke to his former neighbor about how it was living next to Shah Rukh before he became a superstar.
He was I would say, a real neighbor. In case he needed something, I was there for him. I needed, he was there for me. Like that. A nice guy. Down to earth. Even though he was shooting that time, I wouldn't say that he had airs about it.
It was while living in this home that Shah Rukh had some of his career's biggest hits. Even his eldest son Aryan was born while they were staying in this house. So it makes complete sense that he's so attached to this house and is in no mood to sell it.
This is his first house which he bought in Bombay, and this is a lucky house for him.
And as Shah Rukh's career grew, he moved his family into a palatial home. It is the iconic Mannat on Bandstand in Bandra. This house has much more than 3 bedrooms, but what it has in common with his earlier home is that this bungalow is also sea-facing. What also has not changed is the considerate neighbor that SRK is. We spoke to his neighbor who has been living in the area for the last 50 years.
He's a very quiet neighbor. We only get to know when public starts screaming on the road. He's a very quiet and nice person.
And though the superstar might be quiet, his fans are not. Every year during Shah Rukh's birthday, hundreds gather outside Mannat to catch a glimpse of their hero. Now you'd think that this would annoy his neighbors, but that's not the case.
On his birthday, there are some fans who dress up like him, act like him. It's fun watching them.
So Shah Rukh might have moved up in life and into a new home, but he continues to be a very chilled out guy. But having absolutely no chill are Kangana Ranaut and Hrithik Roshan. Hrithik and Kangana have been co-stars, but more than that, they are good friends, or rather were. A source told 9XC.com, Hrithik's attitude was inexplicable when they had got up close and personal. He spoke to Kangana only when they were alone. Kangana often felt very humiliated. This was the main reason that they decided to end their relationship. और अब Kangana की बारी थी. She gave it back to Hrithik. At the opening of the film festival Mami, Kangana looked right through Hrithik. At first she thought that she should go and say hi, but then old memories came back and she ignored him instead. So Mami mein exactly hua kya? The source said, Hrithik was getting photographs clicked with Katrina and Alia, and suddenly Kangana joined the group. But Hrithik and Kangana behaved as if they didn't even know each other. It was funny and embarrassing. You bet it was. You'd expect that they would act chilled and at least give each other a smile, but no, they just ignored each other. Once the main event was over, the Ambanis threw an after party at their home Antilla. While most of the industry was present, including Kangana, Hrithik skipped the party. Was he trying to avoid another awkward run-in? Did Hrithik try and save himself from further embarrassment and just not show up? Seems very likely. And with that, it's time for us to head into a break, and when we're back, you'll see me in cool new clothes thanks to our style partner Jabong. Also, don't forget that we're celebrating Shah Rukh's 50th birthday right here on 9XC.com, the show. Coming up, Prahlad Kakkar and Dabu Ratnani open up about Shah Rukh. Priyanka's ex-boyfriend Asim comes to her defense.
I'm a superstar. 9XC.
Welcome back to 9XC.com, the show where I'm back in some pretty awesome clothes thanks to Jabong. So earlier we told you how it is to live next to the superstar Shah Rukh Khan, who brings in his 50th birthday today. We are sure you also want to know what it's like working with him. 9XC.com, the show, exclusively got in touch with photographer to the stars Dabu Ratnani and ad man Prahlad Kakkar. SRK is featured in some of the most iconic pictures by Dabu, including his famous calendar. Prahlad has worked with Shah Rukh in some very popular ads. We spoke to both of them to know the professional side of this man. Don't be surprised that he adds a personal touch to his professional life as well.
Shah Rukh Khan was the only Hindi movie hero who you could not stereotype. The only time people wanted to stereotype him was after Dilwale Dulhania. So they wanted all the women in this country, all the directors in this country, all the producers in this country wanted to continue him playing Dilwale Dulhania. What did he do? After that, he signed on a film where he became the villain, where he became a murderer. I mean, he defies convention. He's a risk taker. He'll sit with the director, however new, junior, scared he might be. Put him at ease, put the unit at ease. I remember once we were shooting a noodle film with him, and the bowls that we needed, which I had selected, went missing from the set. And I threw a fit. I screamed, shouted, people ran away from the set and hid. And he went and talked to the unit behind my back and said, don't worry, I'll handle him. He came, put an arm around me, he said, hey, it doesn't matter, it's only a bowl, we can change the bowls. Whatever shots we've done with those bowls, we'll do again, yeah, I'm ready. Now, when does a star actor turn around and tell an ad filmmaker that half the film that's been shot with the continuity bowls doesn't matter because he's willing to reshoot it?
Actually, I've known Shah Rukh before he became an actor. This is way back when he had just come to Bombay, and he was, I met him through common friends actually. So I've known him since those days, where he's seen me like just growing, coming out to become a photographer, and he coming out to become an actor. The bigger he gets, I think the more humble he gets, in terms of, I don't find any change from the time I've started working with him. He's only looking better and he's only giving it that much more, I think. I remember one of my first few shoots with him ever, and I was shooting in Film City, and he told me, listen, I'm not good at photo shoots. I can act, but I can't do photo shoots. You have to exactly do the pose for me first, what you want me to do, and then from there I'll take it forward. So I actually literally, did the poses for him, where to start off. Last week when I shot with him, so he was telling me that, time to update some music. In Hyderabad, I've been listening to all your playlists and exhausted them, so time to compile some new music for me. So I'm going to do that now and give it to him on his birthday probably.
And after that, we move on to the latest development in a controversy between an actor and her former secretary. The Priyanka Chopra Prakash Jaju controversy just took another turn, and it involves Aseem Merchant, Priyanka's ex-boyfriend from her modeling days. Now Aseem has posted that he is no longer associated with the movie 67 Days, which was supposed to be a tell-all of Jaju's days as Priyanka's secretary. Aseem's post read, "The tweets of Mr. Prakash Jaju are untrue, very disturbing and in bad taste. I'd like to clarify here that neither am I in touch with him nor part of any of this negative activity. I was approached to produce the film 67 Days, his biopic, and thought it would make an interesting film about a celeb manager and his journey, but distanced myself from this episode after seeing it being blown into another direction and have shelved the idea permanently of making that film, as I'd never want to hurt or upset Priyanka, as she's one of the nicest, most hardworking and family-oriented girl I've ever known. I've always wished her the very best." 9XC.com told you about Jaju's Twitter rant against Priyanka and her family, and seems the tweets have backfired on him. For those who've come in late, Jaju and Priyanka had a showdown when Priyanka fired Jaju over financial issues. Finally, Priyanka's father came into the picture and filed a case against his daughter's secretary, which put Jaju in prison for 67 days. Well, Jaju's Twitter meltdown obviously wasn't good for him, but we've only got good things for you, so don't go anywhere. I'll be back after the break with some brand new clothes thanks to our style partner Jabong. Coming up, find out how Meera Rajput and the rest of Bollywood celebrated Karwa Chauth. Welcome back to 9XC.com, the show. Can't take your eyes off this gorgeous outfit? Well, you have Jabong, our style partner, to thank for that. So, Bollywood observed Karwa Chauth, and one of the many families was Anil Kapoor's. Anil had a get-together for his close friends and family, including brother Boni and sister-in-law Devi. Friends Shilpa Shetty, Raj Kundra, and Anupam Kher and his wife Kiran Kher were also present. But Anil's was not the only party. There were other people in Bollywood who also observed Karwa Chauth. Amitabh and Jaya Bachchan observed the occasion the traditional way at their Jalsa residence in Juhu, Mumbai. Newlyweds Shahid Kapoor and Meera Rajput brought in their first Karwa Chauth the non-traditional way. They spent the entire day together working out at the gym, shopping and then going out for some dinner where they were joined by producer Madhu Mantena and his wife designer Masaba. Salman Khan's sister Arpita, who married Ayush Sharma last November, hosted a Karwa Chauth dinner at her home. Soha Ali Khan was excited for her first Karwa Chauth and she tweeted, "My first #Karwa Chauth. Happy #Karwa Chauth to all the women and men fasting today. May your fast be short and your marriage long." And that's how Bollywood observed Karwa Chauth. Yeah, but Shah Rukh was wowing audiences, making girls weak in the knees and giving men and boys some serious complexes right from his early days. 9XC.com The Show got 50 of Shah Rukh's biggest fans to mouth 50 of his greatest dialogues. And it was so cool. Check it out, guys.
1, 2, 3, action!
My name is Khan and I'm not a terrorist.
डॉन को पकड़ना मुश्किल नहीं, नामुमकिन है, नामुमकिन है।
मुझे डर तो बहुत सी चीजों से लगता है, पर सबसे ज्यादा डर तुम्हें खो देने के ख्याल से लगता है।
मैंने कहा था ना, टीम बनाने के लिए ताकत नहीं, नीयत चाहिए।
मुझे स्टेट्स के नाम ना सुनाई देते हैं ना दिखाई देते हैं, बस मुझे सिर्फ एक मुल्क का नाम सुनाई देता है, इंडिया।
70 मिनट है तुम्हारे पास। कहते हैं अगर किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है।
कभी कभी जीतने के लिए कुछ हारना भी पड़ता है और हार कर जीतने वाले को ही बाजीगर कहते हैं। जिंदगी तो हर रोज जान लेती है, बॉम्ब तो सिर्फ एक बार लेता है। Don't underestimate the power of common man.
हलवाई
कौन कम वक्त बर्दाश्त करने को पीता है?
इतनी शिद्दत से मैंने तुम्हें पाने की कोशिश की है कि हर जरिए ने मुझे तुम्हें मिलाने की साजिश की है।
तू डॉन की नहीं, डोंकी की लड़की है, डोंकी की।
तुम्हारी जैसी लड़की के साथ मेरे जैसे लड़के का होना जरूरी है।
मेरे करण अर्जुन आएंगे।
राहुल नाम तो सुना ही होगा।
हम है राही प्यार के, फिर मिलेंगे चलते चलते।
I love you किरण।
एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत तुम क्या जानो रमेश बाबू।
अगर ये तुझसे प्यार करती है तो पलट के जरूर देखेगी। पलट।
पिक्चर अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त।
And that's all we have in this episode, where we celebrated Shah Rukh Khan's 50th birthday in our unique way. But before we head out, we're announcing the winners of the Jabong contest. Our theme was the first date outfit, and the two lucky winners are Praneet Sharma and Sneha Singh. Congratulations, guys! You've won vouchers worth ₹3,000. So our next theme is going to be ripped jeans. So you guys know what to do. Wear ripped jeans in your unique style. Take a selfie and upload it with #RippinItUp. Tag at 9XC The Show and at Jabong India in your post. For more breaking Bollywood news, visit our website 9XC.com, and for full episodes, visit our YouTube channel. Download our free 9XC app for the Android and the iOS because it's so cool. And you can also follow us on Facebook.com/9XC and on Twitter at 9XC The Show. I'll see you guys on Wednesday now. Bye.